What methods do you have for coping with anxiety? Cognitive restructuring. My favorite being looking for evidence of my worries/thoughts being unlikely, incoherent, or incorrect. For example, my friends probably hate me. What evidence do I have that could prove this? What evidence do I have to prove that they in fact do not? Journaling has been a game changer for me. It's like having a low-budget therapist who's available 24/7. I write down everything that's bugging me, and somehow seeing it on paper makes it seem more manageable. Plus, doodling in the margins is a nice bonus stress reliever. My anxiety has hit an all-time high, and it's comforting to me to see that I'm not alone. Thanks everyone for sharing. As someone going through shit right now, thank you everyone. Acutely or aggregately? Acutely, try to focus on the present moment. Look around, take some deep breaths, and assess that nothing is currently wrong or disastrous, etc., in that moment. Additionally, it may be helpful to engage in something such as a hobby, a walk, etc. to distract yourself. Aggregately, and hear me when I say this, do something that will fill your bucket daily, weekly, etc. Your bucket will fill 2 to 3% each day and be emptied out 1 to 2% from life's stupidities. 6 months will go by and you'll be 30 to 40% better. 12 to 18 months will go by and you'll be 90% better. Just trust the process and take care of yourself and never give up. I'll go out and get groceries / something I've been meaning to get for my place. Not like impulse buying, but like something I need that I've just been putting off. Gets me doing something productive. I'm outside and then I feel one step ahead of where I was when I was feeling like ass. Playing music, gym, or just any hobby really. Meditation and physical activity. I'm more active into these activities. Somehow I'm doing great and feeling good of what I've accomplished, and I am proud. To think of the universe, of the smallness and instantaneousness that we are, it calms me down and makes me realize that it's no big deal. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold breath 4 seconds. Breathe out from your mouth for 4 seconds. Hold breath 4 seconds. Repeat for a few minutes. Seriously, beta blockers can be a huge help for anxiety-inducing situations. Intimidating social events, public speaking, etc. They simply suppress the adrenaline surge of an overactive fight-or-flight response. No more flushes and flop sweat. Depends on the type of anxiety, and my type of anxiety bingo card is about full, so I do lots of things grinning face with smiling eyes. Health anxiety, square breathing, and not Googling stuff. Focusing on times I've gotten through periods of it before also helps. General anxiety, as hard as it is, distraction, literally any task that might just stop me spiraling. Listening to happy music, something I associate with having a good time or a happy memory. Combating it with positive thoughts, and also remembering that whatever I'm worrying about might not come to pass. I know it may sound cliche, but yoga has helped me with a lot of my anxiety too, and also discussing it and normalizing it. Often when I was a child, I was shouted at for panicking, which just made it worse. Being kind to myself and accepting I have it has really improved how I cope with it. Practice deep breathing. Mostly unhealthy methods. Working too much, drinking too much, constantly thinking about what is triggering the anxiety. One technique that I was taught, which I actually find to be quite good, is to ground yourself. Pick 5 things you can see, 5 things you can hear, 5 things you can touch, etc. The 5 can be any number, and is probably better a bit lower because of lack of answers, but the concept is still the same. It's supposed to get your mind working in the right way when it's being flooded in the wrong way, and basically help you control the thought process. Listening to ambient music and rain. Healthy lifestyle and social support. These are the things that are helping me right now. Supports from families and friends and changing my lifestyle. Lexapro and sleeping. Going outside by myself. Admiring and appreciating the beautiful surroundings and nature. Reading books and exercising help me. Smiley face. Oh so sacred gym time. Good music and a long walk. Spend time with friends or meet other people through activities such as volunteering, sport or social clubs, or peer support groups. If you're able to talk to people about how you feel, it can help to reduce your anxiety. Sometimes saying what's worrying you out loud can take away its power over you. Meditation is a very good method. Another one could be to drink tea and take a hot shower. Feed your mind with positive thoughts that everything is going to be all right. Think to yourself, what if everything goes right? Stress cleaning. Control something you can control. Feel like life is slipping and you're overwhelmed? Pick one small thing you can control and do it. I usually start by cleaning my room till it sparkles. Hey, now I feel good because I accomplished something. Then I find something else I can control, maybe my exercise, and I go for a 2-mile walk to get some good air and see people going about life. Then I come home to a perfectly clean room. Next, I'll control what I eat. Maybe cook a healthy or cozy meal like some pancakes, eggs, sausage, and fruit, or some baked fish and veggies. After all that, I'm in a mood believing I can do whatever I want and whatever I need to. Just start small by controlling something you can control. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Simple and effective. Following this is because my current strategy consists of ADHD zoom eyes and constant panic faced with tears of joy. If I start randomly feeling anxious, I do a checklist. Am I immediately in danger? What was I doing when I started feeling this way? Am I having repetitive thoughts about anything in the back of my mind? Are any of those thoughts rooted in reality? That usually helps me figure out where the feeling came from, if there's anything I can or should do about it, and if my brain just needs a second to chill. When I had a very stressful job, I used this app called Calm. My sister, who also has a stressful job, got me a subscription. Not shilling for it by any measure, but it was useful. I'd go on break, find a quiet place, and listen to a meditation or stress-relieving bit. It was also good for sleep. I haven't used it since I left that job, and found out that it wasn't really about the stress of the job. It was that the job sucked. My current job can be far more stressful, but the company is a lot more supportive. Zoloft has been tremendously helpful. The gym, reaching techniques, and frequency sounds have also been efficient. I don't do it often, but I feel like yoga helps distract the mind by moving the body, and it's not something like running or weightlifting. A good 25-minute nap, with an alarm set, helps me reset my day/mindset pretty easily as well. Something I do frequently. Hydroxyzine, but mainly because it just puts me to sleep, which is often hard to do because of anxiety. Can't be anxious when you're unconscious. 笑容可掬. Weed. I do a daily writing exercise where I write my fears and resentments down on paper before I release them. I picked it up from this thing called Crappy Childhood Fairy. In fairness, there is plenty of pushback against CCF's methods and spammy reach-outs for paid therapy services, but the daily writing of the fears was free to learn, and it helped me to clarify and organize my thoughts, and for some reason the daily practice takes the edge off. I give my anxiety and intrusive thoughts a name, so it's easier to dismiss them. I think to myself, not now, Deborah. We don't have time for this. It's like there are these obnoxious backseat drivers, and sometimes I just need to remind myself that I'm in the driver's seat, and Deborah's full of crap, but she's just trying to keep us all safe. The quicker I can recognize, whoa, that's an intrusive thought, it's not real, the easier it is to keep from spiraling. Lexapro. Everyone deals with anxiety differently. I find that exercise, meditation, and talking to friends or family really help me manage my stress. It's important to find what works best for you. Vitamin B12, absolute game changer. Take it in a spray each morning. Listen to Krungbin.